Hey guys, I wanted to take a moment to show you kind of just a flip through of our new this is the full budget and planning system from Debtisdum. So this was just released to our Etsy shop. I will link our shop down below. You can purchase the whole thing. It is $25 and you get a lot. You get a whole year's of calendars and planners as well as budgeting forms, lots and lots. So I'm getting a lot of questions, so I thought it'd be great to take a moment to just show it to you, okay? So this is how I have it. This is actually mine. This is how I have it set up in a binder. I just got a 1-inch binder from Target. They have really cute binders and you know, whatever makes it work for you guys. So I also use a little bit thicker paper, so not your standard typical printer paper. I upgraded a little bit, spent a little bit more money so that I can write on it and it won't be as see-through. So, okay, let's go through the calendar. So I have it separated by month. You guys can separate it into whatever way you want to. It is a lot of papers, so I keep 6 months in this binder, and then in June I will switch it out for the last 6 months of the year, just to kind of keep my binder more slim. I do carry this with me everywhere, so I wanted it to not be like this big old binder. So that's how I'm doing that, okay? So first, let's go through January, and then I'll just show it to you briefly the other months. So you got your calendar. You get a calendar for every month of the year, as well as a note section down here to write dates, but you can keep track. You can get those cute payday stickers or color code your system or whatever you want to mark your paydays down. And then this I really love. It's set up to work with like a bullet journal system. Because of the graph paper, you can easily keep your lines straight, but yet they're not so obvious, if that makes sense. And so you can, where there is no day, you can just use that for an extra notes column. I did include a notes column over here as well. And then January, you know, it just starts with each day. I like to do my to-do tasks for that day. I'm a checklist girl, so then I like to check it off after I get that task done. Or just things with the kids. I combine business and kids. You can separate this and print off another one for just business if you want to, if you're a small business owner or an entrepreneur. So here it is. You've got all of your weeks for the month. And so there's lots of rooms and extra. I just like this when there is no days. You could put, you know, grocery lists or business to-dos or, you know, whatever you need those for. I love that in the notes section as well. Okay, so next I wanted to start off, before we got into the budget part, I wanted to start off with some goals. So these are goals that you set for yourself. I like to do it every month is when I'm going to do it. And you can mark the date, and it just says a goal is a dream with a deadline. It's such a great reminder to not give up, and that sometimes it takes a while, and that's okay. So you can write your personal goals down for the month. You could do this whenever, guys. You could do it by the quarter. You could do it by the year. But your personal goals, your financial goals, and your career goals. So. And then this is your savings tracker. Again, I wanted to put it at the beginning. You guys can organize this however you want. But I like to know, I'm a very visual person, so I like to know what it is I'm working for that month. This jar is so cute. So what you'll do, I left a bunch of room on this side so that you can, you know, if it's $5,000 for a trip to Disneyland that you're saving for, you could put $5,000 up here and then break it into increments along the side. And then as you save, you color in, you know, however much you've saved, and then you work for the next goal, and then you color that in. So it's just a great visual. The emergency fund, I do this, I've done this for a while, and it works really well for me. I have a bar graph right here, and each square equals $25. So as you save for your emergency fund, it's either gonna be, you know, your $500 or your $1,000 emergency fund, depending on your income. You can just go ahead and shade in. I use a pencil, and that's such a great visual to show you how far you've come. And then as you use your emergency fund, it just helps me not spend it, because then I have to go back in and I have to erase what I wrote in. So that's really cool. So then we're gonna get into monthly expenses. So I had a lot of feedback. I started with this form that covers all of your basic categories. So charity, saving, housing, transportation, utilities, food, clothing, medical, health, insurance, debts, personal, and recreation. Personally, I love these ideas. Even if you don't use them all, they're just great ideas to get, to get your idea for what you want for your budget. But I realize some people don't have as much debt, or they don't have very many things. They have a very, very simple life. So what I did is I condensed the categories into one page, and I made them blank. So the categories are there, but you guys can add whatever you want to, with a huge chunk in the miscellaneous. So because you are a fewer categories, you will want to have, you'll probably have a little more miscellaneous. So like clothing would be miscellaneous, entertainment would be miscellaneous on the sheet, but I have included both so that you can do it whichever method, whatever way works best for you. Okay, so then down here it says take home pay. You're going to add up your totals from the categories, from each category, and then minus your take home pay, so your income. Sorry guys, you're gonna list your income up here. This would be like my husband's income, my income, and then maybe like a side hustle, okay, or something that you do on the side. You can do that what way you want to, but you're gonna add up your income for the month. You're gonna write it down here, then you're gonna minus your category totals, and then you want it to be to zero. So we're working for a zero balance, zero-based budget, which means you just end up with a zero down here, okay? So that is kind of cool. More videos will come to you guys showing you how I fill this out every month, okay? So then you have the expense tracker. So this is like the month and what you're focusing on. Maybe I'm focusing on less spending at Target, and then my goal is to save $125 instead of spending $125, whatever. But that is just this will be for the whole month, and you'll get your receipts. I do it once a week on Sundays. I reconcile. You can write them, if you're awesome, write them in as you spend. And then you just keep track, was it a want or a need, so that you know where your money is going every month. I feel that that is really important to getting ahead in our budgets. So then you have your paycheck to paycheck tracker. This is what makes this budgeting system so special, you guys, is I've designed it to work for a first paycheck, a second paycheck, a third paycheck, and a fourth paycheck. So if you get paid weekly or bi-monthly or monthly or irregularly, you would just treat your regular income as a paycheck, okay? And then you would record that. But you have up to 4 paychecks. You could always print extra forms if you need more. Just white it out or cross it off and put 5th paycheck or 6th paycheck, however many you need. But you'll basically take your paycheck, when you get paid, you'll write down the month or the income, your income, the amount of the paycheck, and then the bills that you're focusing on for that period. So for that week or for that 2-week period. And then that will help you see, I'm visual again, I need to see what, my husband tries to explain it a month in advance and I don't even understand it, but I understand it when I'm looking at it as of right now. So that's just a great in real time to get an idea. This form is my absolute favorite that I've created as this pack, as a part of this pack. It's the cash envelope form. So again, you've got your first paycheck, your second paycheck, your third paycheck, and your fourth paycheck. And what you'll do is you'll write down, so when you do your bill tracker, you'll also do your cash envelopes. So the cash envelopes that you want to fund during that pay period, okay? Then you write it down. It could be Christmas. It could be $10. It could be birthday money, $20. It could be vacation money, $15. And so you would do that, and then you just write tally. You look up here and say, okay, I want that vacation money broke into 2 $5 bills, okay? So then you would just do a tally in the $5 bill slot right here. You would total how many $5 bills you need. Then you would transfer, so it'd be like 2 $5 bills. You cut this off and you hand it to your bank teller, you guys. It's so simple to live on a cash envelope system. I also have cash envelopes for sale on my shop too on Etsy. I just wanted to make it, a lot of people get really confused over this process, and I tried my hardest to make it as simple as possible for you. Okay, so cash envelope. Then you're gonna list your debt snowball. So this is again, first paycheck, second paycheck. So we're working from paycheck to paycheck. Okay, so third paycheck and fourth paycheck. So you're gonna write down, and I know a lot of you may never need the third paycheck or fourth paycheck unless it's that funky month where you get an extra paycheck. Then you'll need it. That's how we're set up. I'm going to treat my income, my irregular income, as a paycheck. So it will sit in a savings account until I'm ready to sit down and do my budget with my income. So anyway, my husband and I are still together. It's just that's how I chose to treat my income. So the first paycheck, so the debt snowball, you would list your debts that you're paying with that paycheck. And I love this because it shows your beginning balance, your minimum payment, your actual payment, your extra snowball money, and the total applied to debt, and then your remaining balance. So it's just a great visual of and a way for you to be really proud of yourself that, hey, you're working hard for this, and that's a great process. So super simple to use that one. Now, I have days when I am just overwhelmed and like stressed to the max and can't focus because I'm stuck on my to-do list or things that are going wrong that day, or just really, really stressed. So I created this sheet. If you're having a day like that, you can just open up this sheet. You can just say, here's my priorities for today. Here's what I need to do. You know, it may be priorities are not to forget the kids at school, and don't forget to get eggs at the store or go to the bank, or to-do list, don't forget, sorry. Anyway, you can use that however you want to. Faith, I put in here for you to write scriptures that stand out to you, or however you want to use that. Things that you're grateful for. So once I focus on things that are going right and things that I'm grateful for, I tend to forget less of what is going wrong. So I wanted that. And then the brain dump, so that you can start fresh the next day. You just dump everything that's in your little brain that day, and then you can start, you know, fresh in your new planner the next day. So, and then I have this notes page, guys. So I realize we all do this system differently. Our lives, no life is exactly the same. So maybe you want to write big year-end goals, or maybe you have business milestones you want to keep track of. Maybe you have YouTube video ideas that you want to jot down. Maybe you're having a lunch with somebody and they inspire you and you want to take notes. You know, this page is on grid paper, so again, you can bullet journal with it, and it is so simple just to use it for whatever you want. You can print it off, put it throughout your month more if you want to. I just have it set up at the end so that when I know I need to take notes real quick, I just go to the last page in for that month. So that is the whole month, you guys, and then it just repeats itself for the other months of the year and all the way through 2019. And then about October 2019, we'll launch a 2020 planner system and budget system. So let me know if you have any questions down below. I'm happy to help in any way I can. I can't wait to hear your feedback. I'm really, really excited for this set. And thank you guys for watching. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more budgeting videos like this.